Alicia, and today I have a story for you. In fact, a storybook. Its name is The Giant That Sneezed. It's very interesting. And you must be wondering why the giant sneezed. So come on and let's find out. So, once there was a very timid giant. He was so scared he wouldn't say boo to a goose. Whenever he was frightened, which was very often indeed, he sneezed. Giants need a lot more food than the rest of us, and usually they get whatever they ask for. But this giant was too frightened to ask. He lived on turnip soup, which he didn't even like. One day, there were no turnips left, so he went to find something else to eat. He walked and walked until he came to a patch of wild land where he found a bean plant with a few beans on it. He picked the beans on the top and ate them. He liked the taste of beans much better than turnips, so he picked the beans in the middle and ate them. He was still hungry, so he picked the beans at the bottom and ate them too. Oh, seems like he liked the beans. Now, this bean plant was growing up through a big hole, so the giant climbed very carefully into the hole, eating beans as he went. To his surprise, he wasn't underground, but up in the air. The plant was growing up through the clouds from a land of green fields and pretty little houses far below. When he looked down, the giant felt giddy. Ooh, I'm scared. Achoo! And he toppled down to the bottom of the plant. Oh no. There, he was sitting in a vegetable garden next to a farmhouse. He picked himself and tapped gently on the farmhouse door with one finger. What do you want? Called a voice from inside. A drink of water if you don't mind, said the giant. All those beans had made him thirsty. A little woman opened the door. Oh my haystacks, a giant! I'll get you some water, but as soon as you've finished, you had better run away. Before my son Jack gets home, he thinks he's a giant's lair and he might do something silly. She bought a bucket of water and drained it in one gulp. He was about to ask for another when they heard the sound of someone singing. Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the smell of a giant's tum. Be his name Henry, Evan, or Fritz, I'll chop him up into little bits. It's Jack, called the little woman. Run for it. The giant tried, but his legs were rooted to the spot. Hide then, cried the little woman. But the giant was too big for the hen house, too big for the stable, and way too big for the farmhouse. Quick, behind the oak tree, called the little woman. And that is where he was when Jack arrived, slicing the heads off dandelions with his big axe. The giant pinched his nose tight to stop himself. Oh, the giant must be very frightened. I've been killing giants, said Jack. What's for supper, Mother? Actually, Jack had been chopping down trees, but he pretended to himself that they were giants. Stop being silly, Jack, said the woman. Come and tell me what you've been doing all day. Jack's father had gone away, but Jack remembered the stories he used to tell about Grandpa Jack, the great giant killer. Jack believed his father was a hero and he had gone to fight giants too. His mother never spoke about it. When he had finished supper, Jack sat in his rocking chair and started to snooze. Jack's mother beckoned to the giant and said, It's safe to go now. He's asleep. Come and see me again. I'll cook you some baked beans.